Donut operator, such a cool guy, man. I love all of those guys at the unsubscribe. I love all those guys at the unsubscribe podcast. It's hard to say when you're talking real fast. I'm on my third cup of coffee. Don't judge me. I'm only a little retarded. Sometimes I'll check out Donut Operator's YouTube channel, but it's a little bit intense for me, so I try to not watch it all the time. But the way he got involved in the whole Johnny Somali situation is kind of awesome and insane.
When the not Somalian guy challenged Al Goon, the UDT Navy SEAL streamer in
True, he isn't actually a Somalian.
South Korea.
I'm in Dongdae Moon, come, Dongdae Moon.
He immediately tracked Johnny down to his hotel, and I won't show the beating again, but here's a pretty accurate anime representation, as Johnny was absolutely terrified to encounter Al Goon in the wild again.
Oh, we gotta get the out of here. Go. No fight, no fight. Peace, peace, peace.
But sadly, Al Goon is facing a 1.5 million won fine.
Sounds like a lot. It's really just $7,000.
It roughly translates to 7,000 US dollars.
Yeah, that's nothing. Worth it. Worth it. I'd pay $7,000 to the government to get recognized by people on the internet as a hero. For taking out the Golden Goblin, that was the loot. You pay $7,000 and you get recognized by everybody as being an awesome guy.
Until ultra-successful law enforcement YouTuber Donut Operator offered to pay his entire fine, and he actually did it, PayPaling him the $4,000 he still needed. So
what a G. It wasn't $7,000, it was $4,000, but you know, still, gotta hand it to him. That's incredible. So that guy actually got out of this whole situation scot-free and will be forever recognized as the hero that took out the Golden Goblin.
So shout out to Donut, as he does really great work, as I actually saw him live in San Diego, and it's insane how his audience sees him like a rock star off of YouTube videos. But it's because of incidents like this, where he doesn't need to support some random guy caught in a financial bind in South Korea, let alone in the thousands of dollars. But here he is, essentially ringing the bell on what I call streamer season. As back when this began...
Streamer season? That's actually an unhinged way to say that. I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna use that from now on. I'm gonna forever know this time frame of streamers getting crashed out and busted and all that, getting thrown in jail and prison, will forever be known as streamer season.
And I predicted that nuisance streamers would create a brand of new streamers looking for clout by hunting them down, dishing out vigilante justice. But I thought they'd just be rewarded with internet fame, not crowdfunding efforts in the thousands of dollars. As that one guy that's...
Never underestimate the power of the internet. We come together, for the good or the bad, to save the people we deem as heroes with our money, with our $5 donation that we could have spent on a McDouble from McDonald's, but we didn't.
Smack the internet prankster for laughing at his partner. Another huge YouTuber, Abba Atlas, offered similar services.
I will donate $1,010.
You're gonna give him $1,000.
If he has a legal fund for this, yeah, I would. $1,000 is fine.
Which is why I called it streamer season, as there's plenty of idiots creating nuisance content, and sadly, there's now multiple incentives to go after them, as I would consider them an endangered species at the brink of extinction.
I think we're going to be seeing more of them, actually. I think it's probably going to get worse. Not everybody's online yet. You think everybody's online, not everybody's online. I know a lot of people that are barely online or not online at all. When we start getting the actual really stupid people online, that's when we're going to start seeing things like this go off the rails completely. You're going to start seeing groups of streamers doing things like this. And what are you going to do then? Just going to have to ban them all. They'll just go to a different platform that doesn't ban them.
As Johnny's likely looking at a long prison sentence in South Korea, while his streams are getting increasingly more pathetic.
You guys are my family. I'm not gonna lie. Like I told you, my family disowned me. So my dad told me, you caused the whole world stress. I'm ashamed to be your father.
Somali's father sent $3 Johnny Somali. More like Johnny the Sentiment. More like Johnny.
Shut the fuck up before I shut off right now. I'll end the stream right now.
When you realize that Johnny Somali actually isn't the problem, it's Johnny Somali's father because he doesn't love him enough. And didn't love him enough.
And as someone that live streams themselves, I have also experienced people paying real money just to send you mean messages. But it's best to just ignore it, as any sort of reaction just encourages them to send more so the trolls can control the conversation. But unfortunately for Johnny, being insulted is one of the last ways he can bring in any money, so he just has to sit there and take it, like a clown getting pelted with pies. And he's not the only nuisance streamer having karma catch up to him, as years ago, that Jack
Jack Doherty, I don't know if karma's gonna be catching up to him anytime soon. Eventually, it kinda almost did. He got robbed in the street, but, you know, it was just a chain and he just went and bought another one. Probably. He said he did. I don't know if he actually did. Might be fake even if he did. Who knows? He's just doing everything for clout, for internet points.
Guy would pick fights just to go viral with links to his girl that makes adult content, only to recently have a very public breakup, then go on the No Jumper podcast in Los Angeles complaining about it, and the very next day his chains were stolen right off his neck, allegedly costing $300,000. Or he tried to even turn that into an advertisement as well.
It probably didn't even. Be funny if they were found to be fake.
As karma is coming for all these nuisance content creators, but unlike musicians or actors that had careers crash and burn, nobody is feeling sorry for them, they're laughing at their demise, and in some cases, actually paying money to make it worse. But if you appreciate my concise, light-hearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription.
You know, actually, I think the people that are paying people like Johnny Somali to crash out even harder are secretly heroes. Because they're just getting these nuisance streamers to the point where they're actually going to be doing things to get arrested, and they stop doing all these little things to annoy people, and they actually do something, usually not hurting people, that gets them arrested. I don't want to see people hurt, but whenever you crash out in public, make people uncomfortable, I don't really care about that. Whenever you embarrass an entire country, kind of don't care about that. Kind of here to watch that, actually. Shouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Nobody should do that. I wish it wasn't happening, but the fact that it is means that I'm going to be watching it.
Without having to get knocked out, then go check out the video on how Los Angeles destroyed themselves.
That's where all of this should be happening. That's where the nuisance streamers should be, but they can't be because it's actually dangerous there. The cities should be where everybody should be crashing out and getting ridiculous and making people uncomfortable. That's what it was in, like, I don't know, 2010, 2012, when we were seeing those prank streamers everywhere. Or not prank streamers, prank YouTubers. We didn't really have streaming much back then. It was there, but nobody used it. Except for people like Joe Rogan. I remember the days of Justin TV. That's all I got for this video. Buy a t-shirt down there in the description. I'm out.